Hey there, it's Eric from Edrumcenter, and Andy and Aubrey and Brad from Edrumcenter, and we're going to talk about the EFNOTE 3X kit that Andy is unboxing here in rapid speed. So we're going to unbox it, and then we're going to talk about our initial impressions of it, any kind of setup tips, what it comes with, what we think about the kit, and all that good stuff. So let's start off with what is this kit? It's an electronic drum kit. It sells for $26.99. Comes in black oak finish, and it's the EFNOTE 3X, which is the last of their kits that we've done this unboxing for. Yeah. It came out in July of last year.
Yeah,
we've had one before that was white, correct?
Yeah.
That was the three. Yeah.
But
there's a little bit of
same
difference.
Was this not the same
It's
configuration?
Similar, but not the same. No, there's differences.
Yeah, we'll talk about those differences.
Okay.
So
I don't think I know about the 3.
You've not seen a 3 set up yet. Yeah.
Lots of zip ties, just so you know. So cut them just like that. It seemed to be the easiest way to get everything out of there. Turn it around, start splicing. Anyway.
So what it comes with, this kit, is the 3X module, which I kind of wanted to, I think we talked about this on some of the other videos. All their modules are the same hardware. It's just they have a different stencil on them. Mm-hmm. But we did notice that there was some different, at least one different kit on this module.
Yeah, there was some differences.
Yeah. Hit parade
it's my favorite one too.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with the 14-inch EFNOTE hi-hats that require a real acoustic stand. It comes with two 16-inch crashes, an 18-inch ride, a 12-inch snare with built-in cross-stick trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, do they have a name for that?
Probably, it's kind of like,
I think it's like bar trigger or something like that.
They used to call the rim shot ones on acoustic drums like a wedge. So it's
cross-stick wedge.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cross-stick wedge.
And we'll talk more about that. Comes with two 10-inch toms, two 12-inch toms, 12-inch kick, and it comes with all the cymbal stands and tom stands you need for the included.
That's a big plus.
Toms and cymbals. As you'll see once it gets set up, it's kind of like I guess a unique stand. Mm-hmm. It's the same stand that comes with the 3, which we talked about earlier.
It's got multiple stands, really. It's like 3 stands, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then it also comes with a snare stand. It does not come with a kick pedal or hi-hat stand, which you'll need to add if you don't have them.
Nothing you put your feet on.
So let's circle back to the module, talk about it. And since I've been doing a lot of talking, I'll let somebody else go. Who wants to go first?
Well, the module has all the good stuff the other kits have. You know, it's got the same ins and outs that like even the 7 module has. Has Bluetooth on it, has MIDI out, USB out, and you only need an 1/8-inch jack for your headphone, whereas some modules you need the 1/4. This one works with just the 1/8 inch. Whether that's good or bad, it's up to you. But
most headphones have both.
Yeah.
Just buy them new.
Yeah. I know this module, I can't remember what all kits were on the 3, but I do know for sure it was different than the 3. Because like the 5 to 5X module are roughly the same kits with each other, but the 3 to 3X had some different kits. I think it had more kits maybe even too. I can't remember right off the bat, but I definitely know it had 2 different kits, like the Hit Parade and then there's another kit on there that I remember was.
The Hit Parade is the one that really jumped out.
Yeah, that one was the most different.
It's like the only
the
one
most
on any of the
electronic
modules.
sounding
patch
of any
it's
of
the only one that really
any
has.
models really.
But it still has a lot of the classic ones too, like the first note, and
the rock kit,
what's it?
Funny Q.
Yeah,
the
Fun
funny
Q.
Q or Fun Q. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my favorite acoustic one.
Yeah, I like. I mean, what I've always gone back to with the EFNOTE stuff is it's all very practical. Usually, there's a lot of stuff that you could use at a gig, playing with a band.
And I don't think we've ever talked about this in other videos, but these modules do have like cowbell sounds and stuff like that that you can go in and like change your sounds and stuff. I don't think any of the...
We did talk about that. We talked about how it didn't have them.
Oh.
We went back and found them.
Oh, well,
5 minutes
So
later.
Here's us
we
correcting
talked about
ourselves
it,
years
we were all wrong.
Yeah.
One question I have, like, is it just me? Is it just because I've gotten used to the module? But is the touchscreen easier nowadays? It seems like it's...
See, I've been wondering
I think
too.
we've gotten used to it.
Yeah, I think it's because we've
when I
gotten
first
used
started,
to
I
it.
used to like press it really hard, and I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
off. But now it just seems like really easy to use, and I don't know if it's because I've been playing on it for.
Well, they did have a
past couple
firmware
years,
update
but-
since like when we first saw EFNOTE, so maybe that's...
There
Change
is some of
things, I
that.
don't
And there is actually a little kind of buried in the menu an optimization thing for the touchscreen.
Oh, like a sensitivity.
You go in and you touch it on the outside edges a couple times, and it
Okay.
seems to improve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I don't know
I've just
about that.
noticed here lately, every time we use one of these, it's much easier to navigate. But again, it might just be, because I've been playing on these
No,
for
I'm
a
right
while.
there with you. I've
Just
noticed
getting
this is
accustomed to them, like
Well, it's not a bad touchscreen. It's
No.
just different.
It
from
never
your iPhone
was,
or
but I
your
just remember
Samsung
it
or-
being a little harder to press than it is now.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
more
So I-
touch sensitive than
Yeah.
heat sensitive.
Stop throwing your phone, man.
Yeah, well.
Does anyone mess with like that kind of set list feature thing or whatever? Has anyone else touched that?
I
I have not played with that much.
I messed with it a little bit. I don't know exactly. Like maybe someone playing live, if they're playing like a cover band, they're doing like a long hour set list and need like 4 or 5 different kits specifically. There's a way where you can like integrate. You can set up a set list of like 4 to 5 kits from like 1 to 5, and then you'll hit a button to apply, and then go back to just like the main menu, and then it'll let you just kind of circle through just those kits. So you won't have to like cycle from one kit to go through like 10 more to get to the next one. And they're just like one after the other, and after that, I just thought that was a cool little
Yeah, that's good.
addition.
Yeah, if you're only using 2 or 3 kits and they're
hmm
15 kits away from each other on the
Yeah.
module, yeah, that'd be cool.
And there's probably more to it. That's just the first thing I noticed with that little setting.
Everything triggers really well, like just like all their other kits.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. The metronome works well. It's really easy to get that going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of all the stuff we've been playing with this kit for what, 2-3 weeks now?
I think playability wise, it's a really fun kit to play on.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kind of, it doesn't, I don't really feel like I'm playing on necessarily half shells or full shell. It feels the same to me. The kick drum's stable.
Yeah, the
It's
kick
using the
drum's
same
awesome.
mesh heads as
Mhm.
all their other kits.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more compact, I guess. But you also get the, what was the configurations? 2 up, 2 down,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and kick snare.
2 10s, 2 12s for the racks and toms, or racks and
Yes,
floors.
that's right.
Yeah, and
I thought those were nice.
you don't
That
have the
feels good.
splash, right?
No,
Mm-mm.
you don't get the splash, but you still get
Just on
2
the fire.
crashes. And you have...
You could add it though if you wanted to.
Yeah,
but-
this kit has it to where you can have, I think there's like 1 extra input
That's
after everything. And you can use-
Crash 3 is free, which you can assign to whatever you want.
That's it. That's all it's left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of the fact it has the 4 toms compared to the other kits, which don't. None of them.
Yeah. Well, you don't really need much after that anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Mhm.
Yeah, in theory, you could rock another module and keep adding on and have a big kit that way.
Is this where I get
Huge.
like, where's the screw?
Oh, yeah.
And you're like that doesn't go there. And I'm like, oh, because I don't like directions.
I think it's been at least a year since we set up the 3.
Oh,
Oh,
easily.
yeah, for sure.
I was like,
that
where
was
does
an
this
interesting
go?
rack in general.
Look at me. I'm
to set up.
looking for the screw. Like, where is it?
I think at this point I was like, did you check the box?
Oh, yeah, and that's when I just
And
walked
then
right there
Aubrey
and
went to check the
saved
box.
the day out of the box. See how when you're cutting open all those zip tie things or whatever,
Yeah. And
it's hidden under a piece of cardboard. I remember that. Yeah, you could easily overlook it.
yeah, it was really hidden. Like, yeah, it had that little cardboard. Why did
Yeah.
you do that? I don't like that part. That boxing or that business decision. Like, cause you had the screws, and then they took a little piece of cardboard and put it over top of it to where you can't see it. Like,
They're trying to copy IKEA.
oh
Let's get a
yeah.
bunch of that furniture together. It's like the directions were not.
I think their move is just leave one piece out,
Yeah.
but, which they did not do.
IKEA, not EFNOTE.
Right? Yeah,
So-
they included it all. They just hid it very well.
One thing I was noticing, I mentioned it while we were looking at it when we set up, that kick drum. I love the kick drum, but it's, if you kind of pay attention, it's almost basically just a tom with legs on it. Like it's like the same head design and all that. So it's
Is it really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like the only difference is that it's got the EFNOTE logo, like basically underneath.
Do all the other drums
head.
have those little triangle looking
Yeah,
things?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, see behind you.
Oh, they sure do.
Yeah, so
Like how I spent these.
the kick trigger is going to be a little different than the other drums. I did not notice any triggering difference, honestly. It triggers really well.
I love that kick drum. It's basically like a KD 120 kind of.
Yeah,
It has a good feel to it.
which Roland quit making, so if you're needing a 12-inch kick drum in that range, it's a good one.
Yeah, because the individual components are now available as well.
Correct. Yeah, they I guess during the unboxing of this, we finally got all those prices, and they're up on our website. And a lot of stuff's available right now, and if they run out, they're going to get more next month.
Yeah.
Which would be May of 2022.
Individual
Is it
parts
April?
available now.
It is April right now.
Yeah,
It's Earth Day today.
we're almost out.
Birthday, sweet.
Yeah.
I think we recorded a video last Earth Day.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Earth.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's Earth's birthday, but
I might as well be.
every day is the Earth's birthday. Module talk. Is there anything else to talk about on the module, like feature-wise, or what we thought about it, or anything?
I mean, I love it. It's a simple module, like all their modules. I mean, they all have the same overall design. Once you know one
UI
module,
and
you know them all.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing I kind of wanted to talk about. That maybe you hinted at this earlier. I wish that EFNOTE would just have one module, since the hardware is all the same.
Yeah.
It just seems to be less confusing just to have
Mhm.
EFNOTE module,
Mhm.
and then all have the same sounds and stuff, and just
So they seem to be updating more and more. Like it seems like every time we get one, that there's something a little different. But are they different modules?
no, just a different stencil.
I think
some of
7
them are black and
The
some
7
of them are
actually
silver.
has
you know.
some differences.
Hmm?
The 7 has some differences.
Sound wise.
Yeah,
But
but I
physically,
think
they're not a different.
I think the 7 has like a faster something.
No,
like
if you-
some like engineering thing I don't understand.
If you have an older module, can you
Faster
get an update on it?
An older.
Like if you got like one of the first.
Oh yeah, you gotta read the firmware. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just
Yeah,
download
the
the
USB.
new version. Okay, well,
Yeah.
It was really easy. We did it with the module actually.
yeah, this thing looks crazy though. I at first when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, no. And then after I got it set up and stand back and look at it, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking drum kit. You don't see anything like it.
Those bottom pieces are definitely interesting. Cool looking.
Yeah,
I like them. It's different.
very.
They work. I mean, it's stable.
Feels like a little spaceship.
Doesn't
or
feel like it's
something
gonna
like that when you're sitting
Walk
on
away
it.
or anything. And they're light too. Those are fairly lightweight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as I say, I think
Yeah,
the-
that matters a lot.
I think it's like 26 pounds total for all of the stands or something like that.
And I think this kit has kind of a small footprint for how many pads and cymbals that you get crammed into one little tiny area.
Also with that design, it seems like it wouldn't be hard to move it for like a rehearsal or something. Just take everything off of it, and then you got all these little tiny stands.
Which are easy to carry because they're light.
Yeah, because you know I've told you I've been doing rehearsals with my TD6 kit that I've had for 20 years, and I have to break down the whole thing and carry it as a huge rack. And just like it's really. It's convenient in some ways, but it's also gigantic. And these would be just like little tiny stands that you could stack up on each other.
Mm-hmm.
It almost seems,
Yeah, the whole kit would fit into a small car
yeah.
if you took all the pads
I mean, there's
off.
really not much to it when you look at it. Like that's what it's going to look like. There's a lot of. It's very thin. Skinny kit.
Oh, something I just did in the video. I was trying to think. One thing with EFNOTE stuff is their hi-hat does not have the clutch, so make sure you keep your
Yeah,
clutch.
we
from your
mentioned that in
hi-hat
some of the other
stand.
videos. The cool thing is it will work with any clutch,
Yeah.
including a drop clutch.
Yeah. But just don't toss your clutch.
Don't toss your clutch.
Mm-mm.
Is there anything else we can talk about as far as the module and stuff goes?
Module.
We kind of talked about the kick drum already. Just thought about the overall. What do we think about the kit overall?
I think the kit overall, like
Its
the
price range and
half shells and whatnot, they like for me compared to like the 7 or the 5 with the full acoustic shells, it sounds a little quieter. That might matter for some people.
It definitely has that.
I think it will
going on.
definitely be a quieter kit.
Yeah.
That black color is awesome.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that black oak finish.
Well, I know, what was it, NAMM in Nashville last year when we saw his kit. That was the first time I actually saw it live, and
Yeah.
I fell in love with it then. I was like, this looks cool, because that was before any of the black oak finish had come out yet.
Especially with those silver cymbals too.
Yeah, I just think
Really
it's a really good pair.
sharp.
They got the silver rim trim on them too, so it's got just a sleek look. You know, you get 4 toms, which in this price range, I think this kit is awesome to give you this many components and
Yeah,
good
$26.99. It definitely it gives you a lot of value
Mm-hmm.
for that price point.
Yeah.
You saw me adjusting that cymbal too. It's really easy for finite adjustments because or infinite adjustments for that matter. Just I was moving the whole arm back and forth. Then you got a boom stand too. You can,
Mm-hmm. So speaking of the hi-hat too, one of the main differences between the 3 and the 3X is on the 3 you have a fixed hi-hat, which on this one you get the actual hi-hat that has to be on a stand,
up
which
and
is
down.
one of our favorite hi-hats. We all seem to really love that hi-hat. So going from the 3 to the 3X, you do get the
Feels like the
cool
real
hi-hat.
thing.
Yeah.
That's important to me when it
Mhm.
you've heard me in other videos. It's like the more acoustic feeling that it gets, the more I seem to like it.
Mm-hmm.
EFNOTE is my favorite hi-hat that I've played on so far, personally.
Yeah.
You like it better than the Roland?
Yeah, now that I've had a chance to actually play on the new one there in the 50, I honestly can't tell that much of a difference, personally.
Performance-wise?
Yeah,
No.
performance-wise.
I don't really know. I really
The only thing
don't
I
think
can really like say something about is like the actual like chick sounds you get when you're just like just planting your foot, whether you're like stomping on it or just barely touching it or like foot splashing. There is a little bit of a difference there.
I think there's something going on with the newer Roland that's just might edge it out just a little bit. But as
Yeah,
far as
that's-
like everything
yeah.
else, this one's EFNOTE stuff hi-hat wise is rocking. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The only complaint I have about their hi-hat, honestly, is the fact that it's proprietary to their module.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it could work with other modules, but I get why they did it that way, just to save you having to plug in power for the hi-hat and the module at the same time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
Two
might
different power
feel a
supplies.
little heavy, but if I could say anything negative, like just up and down, but it's nothing I really think. That's if I was really searching for something, but it's not something you won't get used to in maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And like, okay, problem solved.
One thing too with the hi-hat that we noticed, and probably no one's noticed, that I went and changed the settings to adjust this every time we set up an EFNOTE kit, but the hi-hat without any in the audio is kind of hot, or not hot, but just loud compared to everything, so you kind of have to turn the hi-hats
I think the cymbals in general are hot.
sound down into the mix. Like
A
I
little
think
bit,
I
yeah.
turn it down by like 10% every time, and it makes it blend better.
That's totally a personal preference thing.
Yeah, true.
Every player is going to set those different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you got like a nice sizzly, like open hi-hat sound though, it's just it's a little bright in the mix, I will
Yeah.
say. So I would turn it down personally, but it's not hard to do.
Yeah, it takes
No.
like 5 seconds.
If you don't know how to do it, then it might take 5 minutes. I don't know.
At most, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very easy to figure it out.
I think it's just levels.
Yeah.
But that's like
Which is a good thing about the module. It's so easy to use. Anything you need to figure out, you can probably figure out real quick if you just look for it.
It's got a pretty good UI for sure in comparison to other modules.
All right, it looks like we might be getting close to where the kit's actually set up.
Yeah, just doing some cable stuff.
Cable management.
Hiding that
Oh.
spaghetti.
Does it come with any cable management? It comes with some
It
Velcro.
does, it
maybe?
does.
There's some,
I think I just kind
Velcro
of-
bands or something.
Yeah, I actually like the cable management things because they're very kind of stretchy. I don't do a great job at it because I was by this point it's like let's just get it off the ground and play it.
And with that too,
Well, sometimes we're running battery low on the camera.
Yeah.
so you get the cable management stuff, but also just to point out, we pointed out before, but the kick patch comes on the kick drum, and you get a spare kick patch with EFNOTE stuff. So you get kick patches as well with EFNOTE stuff.
A little bit of close up on the stuff.
Well, I think I'm telling him, Dan, get over here because I'm about
That's
to
what-
rip that plastic off.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching this video. We had a lot of fun making it.
Woo!
And had a lot of fun playing on that kit for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll probably stay set up in our showroom. So if you want to come try it out in our Knoxville, Tennessee showroom, come on by. Thanks for watching again. Subscribe for more of these videos.
Like, comment.
Like, comment. Always buy your e-drums and your drum hardware from Edrumcenter. All that cool stuff. Thanks. All you guys say bye,
you.
and
Bye.
see you next time.
Appreciate you watching.
We love you.